This is the One Episode Rule, a podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie. No news
No news, huh?
on season 3 of Golden Kamuy.
Oh,
If
I
I
see.
applied this regularity to other shows, I would be a lot more knowledgeable about the media.
That's how I consumed Golden Kamuy as well. You're going through it pretty quick.
I
It's
get up,
it's a very watchable show.
I get up in the morning, I make coffee, I water my plants, and then I watch one episode of this show. And I am introduced to a new freak that I love. Today's freak just wants to brawl.
He just want to fight.
He is the purest expression of manhood.
uh,
He is the
and
masculine ideal.
this is great for me because I also get messages as the Golden Kamuy is being watched, and I'm like, which little guy are we seeing today?
I know, and today's episode was another example of what I believe to be the author's contest with his editor to sneak in as much gay shit as possible
Yeah.
into the show.
Yeah.
Because guess what? It got real gay again.
Many such cases.
Big spread of them all hanging out in the Russian steam house.
You can't say spread here. Anyhow, hi, I'm Joey. Once again, no anime. Unfortunately, Fallout has its talons deep within my flesh. I may never escape. It's very not conducive to watching
Nope.
anime
Don't
shows.
worry. All you have to do is start a Bethesda Fallout.
Yeah, oh no. Oh no.
Is that
Anyhow, that's all.
Okay.
Proceed.
Yay, Louis here. Have I? I mean, no, I haven't watched anything.
We're
We all
doing
failed
really
this week.
bad at our jobs. No, Magpie's doing great. He's winning.
Doing all the heavy
He's
lifting.
consuming the anime.
I feel like I did something. What did I do? Oh, I watched the Eat Scotchard Winter movie. That's
Oh
not
yeah, I
anime.
watched that. They listen. All I'll say is, please, if you're gonna watch that movie, please visit. Does the die dog? Does the die dog? Does the die dog? The dog dies.
The dog dies in the film.
The dog dies twice.
I don't mean to drag us back to it, but I just had a horrible thought, which is, of fucking course I like this show. It's full of history nerd shit.
I'm surprised.
true, too.
Actually, never mind. It's not history. That's more. I was gonna say Bungo Stray Dogs might be up your alley then, but
I think I learned to like last episode that like the Russian word or the like Sakhalin like colloquial term for lingonberries is hurep. I was just like,
Whoa.
that's fascinating. Wait a second. Why do I need to know that?
She's like, I don't, but I'm glad that I did.
Let's continue season 3 and learn more about Tartars and other Far Eastern minorities rebelling against the Russian Empire.
I mean,
Did they have the episode where they hunted the woodcock yet?
They did hunt woodcocks last season.
They did. Okay, good.
Ogata was a prick about it.
Yeah. Anyhow.
That was one of the best jokes, is whenever he came back with like 4 of them, and they just went,
yeah.
and they're just all like, oh, he's being annoying about it. Anyway, would you like some news?
Yeah, let's have some news.
I have a piece of news.
All right.
Ooh.
I just fucking banged my knee while we were doing this, and that really hurt.
Well, shit, don't do that.
Okay, that's my news. Now back to you, Magpie.
Yep, let's have some about anime.
All right. Reporting with just the Magpie point of view, because I'm not going to go into this, but it appears that Hideo Kojima has refused to shut up about Look Back so long that anime news sites are reporting on it like it's an actual news item.
Come on.
Which I guess means we should probably watch it sometime.
All right. Okay, sure. We can do that.
On to real news. Did you guys know that Mappa was gonna make a Rose of Versailles movie? Did we cover that?
What? No. News to me.
Yeah, Mappa's gonna make a Rose of Versailles like animated film, which I guess we're contractually on obligated to watch.
We got that on our radar now. I'm into it.
Because it is gay and French.
Mm-hmm.
French.
Congratulations to Rafal Jockey for him and his illustrator getting their manga No/Name picked up
yeah.
for Shonen Jump Plus as possibly the first non-Japanese team to
Oh,
ever get one picked up by Shonen
whoa.
Jump Plus, which is, I believe, the internet publication, not the
Yeah.
actual magazine.
Fascinating.
But yeah, congratulations.
Nice.
And finally, and perhaps most important, um, we all know that Gege Akutami's fantasy shonen series Jujutsu Kaisen is undoubtedly one of the hottest anime franchises to debut recently.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard
And
of it.
in honor of that, a large American corporation has committed to a collaboration with the brand in the form of bestowing upon it the highest honor possible, which is a brand new variety of chicken McNugget sauce.
What? Not the JJK sauce.
No.
Wait, is it
They
McDonald's?
can't Rick and Morty us. They can't Rick and Morty us.
The company's upcoming special grade garlic sauce combines soy sauce and garlic ingredients to create a sweet yet tangy flavor sensation that is sure to delight McNugget lovers.
McNugget lovers.
The recipe is directly inspired by the original black garlic sauce released by the restaurant's Japan branch, marking one of the few occasions that a region-exclusive McDonald's item has been made available overseas.
So is it coming to everywhere? Because I know that McDonald's recently did like an anime day where they also had a special sauce, but I don't think it was available most places, at least in America.
It appears to be available, I assume, in America, but
Um,
exclusively through the McDonald's app.
oh,
It will
okay.
be given out with food items for a limited time starting July 9th. Should
All
you
right.
desire black garlic sauce with the Jujutsu Kaisen name on it?
I sort of do, but also I
Oh,
desire to not interact
oh,
with
it's
McDonald's more.
it's
Huh?
got special packaging.
Oh,
It's
okay.
got you can get a garlic sauce package with Nobara's face on it.
Oh, well, that's
You
fantastic. I'm
stay
sure
away
people
from
will be.
you stay away from that mojito sauce.
Yeah, with
Oh
my luck,
no.
that's the one I'd get.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm bringing one today
All right.
because JoJo brought one last time, and I don't
Mhm.
think Louis had anything. But Louis, you wanted to guess
Well, I have
what it
one
was.
question before my guess.
All right.
Is it something current?
Uh, sort of
Is it
semi-recent.
Windbreaker?
It is Windbreaker.
Woo!
Huh. Good guess.
A prize for you, my boy.
Pats your little head.
You can't see
And
me,
that
but I'm like
prize is
double
you
air
get
fisting.
and that prize is you get to watch Windbreaker.
Yay.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Shut the fuck up, Siri.
Windbreaker, also known as Street Gangs in PAL regions, is an open-world beat-em-up video game originally for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It is an English localization of Downtown Neketsu Monogatari oh no, wait, that's River City Ransom, which this is. And if you don't think that's the tightest shit you've ever seen, get out of my face.
That's it. That's the show. Yeah. It's this one.
Achievement unlocked, managed to make a lead-in joke that did not refer to passing gas.
Oh, we did it, Reddit. Ugh.
Okay,
Yeah.
who wants the real blurb?
Not it.
Don't make me do it.
I already said not it, so like
I say Magpie does it because I won.
you gotta say not it.
Okay, fine, not it.
I
I
think
already
you read
did
the
the
blurb
joke
last
one.
week. Okay, I'll read
So
it.
you're already prepped.
Just post it.
Okay.
From an early age, Haruka Sakura was made an
Haruka
outcast.
Sakura.
Haruka Sakura was made an outcast due due to his unconventional appearance and lack of social skills. However, the rough treatment turned him into a proficient fighter, which is now the only thing he prides himself on. Starting at Furin High School, where it is rumored that the strength is valued over academics, Sakura has only one goal, taking the top spot. Involved in a street brawl the day before his enrollment, Sakura happens to meet a group of his future schoolmates. Instead of the usual rejection, they fight alongside him, demonstrating that what the school actually cares about is protecting the town of Makochi from any harm. Hence why the students call themselves Bofurin. Surprised by
Bofurin nuts.
Bofurin nuts. Okay, surprised by
You can stop.
surprised by the support and appreciation of the townspeople, Sakura has a hard time accepting their goodwill. Though unfamiliar with kindness being shown to him, Sakura must learn to push past his discomfort when Bofurin is pitted against formidable enemies. After experiencing the feeling of acceptance, he finds himself fighting for the sake of others for the first time. Alright, that's...
Bofurin
Wow.
nuts.
Well, we can end the show. We can... Good
It's over
podcast,
now.
everyone. We did it. We made all the jokes that could be made about this show. We did
The
it.
thing
We did
is I like the show, and I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because I think it was a brilliant idea to create the character archetype of tsundere delinquent.
Yeah, he is very... That is extremely what he is, isn't it?
That is brilliant.
This is... They even called him a cat at one point. I was like, yeah, he's got cat energy.
Mhm.
Sure.
So what the deal is here is that yeah, we're joining Haruka on his first day in a new town, and we get an inner monologue and also a nice like scratchboard animation segment at
That
the
was...
beginning.
I did like the way they chose to do their storytelling for this.
Overall the animation in this was quite good.
Yeah, it was good art style.
But yeah, it's his first day in a new town, and the first thing he does is run into a fucking yakuza random encounter of some thugs hassling a girl. This is literally the shit you end up running past in Yakuza because it is not worth your time to whoop
Yeah,
their
you're not
asses.
gonna get many experience points from these guys. These are level 1 goblins. They will not drop many good prizes.
But you do still want to punch them.
For
But
personal
yeah,
satisfaction.
it's the same old story. The girl here is pretty feisty, but yeah, they're not letting her go that quickly until Haruka decides to intervene because he is ready to punch. Really,
Yeah.
it could have been anything.
It could have been. Well, he's doing his internal monologue. He's all like, you know what I hate more than weak people is people who are weak that think they're strong.
Weak people who think they're strong. All right, settle down, Sasuke.
He's so edgy.
And yeah, they have a fight. It's good. There'll be a better fight later.
Yeah.
We're just building up to that better fight. The first episode takes place inside of one city block. But yeah, he beats these guys' asses, and it's just like tell the strong where to find me. I'm Sakura Haruka. This'll bite him in the ass later, but
It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah,
it's fine.
and he goes to walk off, and he's just like, "Haha, well, I whooped those guys' asses. I'm sure I'll be top dog at this new school that I'm enrolled in." And he goes to walk off, but the girl stops him and is just like, "Hey, Choto a minute.
Yeah.
Thank you." And he's just like, "Huh? What? Nani? Me? Yes, you. Is there anyone
There's
else
no one
around?"
else here.
And she pretty much commandeers this young man into getting an omurice at her restaurant. And we get a more of a feel for Haruka's character, which is Haruka's character is that of a kicked street dog.
Yes, I did it right. Angry little yappy dog.
Um, he doesn't while he's a proficient fighter, he has literally no ability to deal with anybody treating him with any amount of human kindness.
Yeah, he's like, what what do you mean you're being nice
Why
to
are you
me?
so why are you
That's
so fucking
illegal.
nice to me?
He gets a little mad about it.
It's just like that's fucked up.
It's like, you shouldn't be nice to me. I'm not
And
mad.
she's just like, "Are you gonna eat your omelet?" And he's just like, "Fine, I'm eating it." And he's just like, "Oh my god, do you do takeout here?"
It's not like I wanted it. She's like, no.
He's like,
He called it
"Oh,
takeoff.
He
yeah."
did call it takeoff.
Um, and then she corrected him.
He's not very smart.
But yeah, they have a conversation about Furin Academy and how it's for the worst of the worst. Worst grades, best fighters. People, you fall through the cracks, you eventually end up here. In Brawl World, in the hyper reality of the Yakuza games, which is actually pretty similar. He is going to fucking River City Ransom's high school with fucking Kunio-kun.
Yeah.
And what are the girls' names? Kyoko? One of them's Kyoko. But anyway,
Lord, if I remember.
Kyoko's the one I like with the sword area who does the
Yeah.
Chun-Li kick.
It's been a while since we've touched that one. I don't remember.
Yeah, and eventually he starts getting so flustered that he's about to leave. But at the same time, the old man in the back goes to leave, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, thank you." What's the girl's name? What's the girl's name? She's on here. I can say her name. Her name is Kodaha. And he's just like, "Thank you, Kodaha." And she's just like, "Sure, sure." He's just like, "No, you take care now." He's just like, "Of course I will." And Haruka stops him because he's just like, "Hey, Jisan, you forgot your bag." And he's just like, "Oh, thank you. I'd lose my head if I didn't forget it." Uh, and yeah, that's basically the last of the scene there. Because the next scene is he's walking along and he's got something in his hand and he's just like, "I don't understand why people are being nice to me." Because yeah, she was nice to him. She was like conversational. She even pointed out that like half his hair is like white and he's got an odd colored eye. But she was more fascinated by it than
She was like, whoa, those are real, huh?
like they make him like that. And that's an interesting sticking point because in his mind where he's reliving the people being shit to him. There is an administrator demanding that he dye his hair, referring to the fucking real life shit that happens to some Japanese high school kids who maybe have a little bit of non-Japanese ancestry that causes them to have
anything
light,
other than black hair. Yeah.
light or red hair.
Yeah.
In some places they'll be assholes about it and tell them that they have to dye their hair, which sounds insane to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's walking the streets. It's like I just don't understand what's this for because he's got a handful of candy, and we cut back to the scene in the cafe before, and Konoha brought it to him because she's like the old man gave me this for you. He said that was a gift for his grandson. And he said he wanted to say thank you to you, and he's just like, this is too much like kindness for me. It's just like I gotta lash out about it.
Yeah.
And she stops for a moment. She's just like, you're not gonna be top dog at Furin. It's just like, what do you mean? I'm strong enough. He's just like, well, yeah, you're strong. You're also alone.
Yeah. He's like, oh, what do you mean?
I don't need anybody else to do that.
Huff, huff, snarf, snarf.
To be on top. And while he's walking, he runs into the guy from earlier. Because guess what? If you let somebody go and tell them to remember your name, surprise, surprise, sometimes they'll remember your fucking name. And it turns out that this asshole is friends with every other asshole in town. Because he's
got like a gang of like 30, 40. It's a large group.
Roughly 4 dozen.
30 to 40 feral hogs, yes.
And he gives this kid the kind of treatment he expects because he's just like, "Holy shit, is that odd eye and hair real? God, you're like a cat. You're like a calico.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Kitty,
yeah,
kitty,
yeah.
meow, meow. Boy says meow, meow,
Should
like
should
this, meow."
should also be noted that the gangsters this time have like bats and knives and
Yeah, they
stuff.
brought bats and they're
They have
fucking
like
up the town.
actual weapons.
Um, it has gotten to that stage in the beat 'em up.
Yeah.
They have broken out the knives. God forbid the women with the bullwhips show up. But
No, no, no.
God.
that'll be a different kind of anime.
We're gonna
But
get a Bobo soon.
fucking a Bobo's
A
here.
Bobo's gonna be here. Anyhow, we can't.
He gets there just in time for Haruka to take out his confusion on this guy's face. Because in the middle of the guy's speech, he just catches a fist right in the middle of the
He
face.
gets to punch this guy like a good solid 3 times this episode, I think.
Mhm.
And get a good kicking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good kicking as well.
He
that
drops an incredible flying kick on it.
That was like Kamen Rider shit right there.
That's
He's
like
gonna-
later.
That man is fucking dead.
Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
So yeah, thus begins a brawl with 50 guys.
hmm
And you know what? He does great.
Yeah.
There is a really well animated fight sequence here. I think the only thing that really bothered me about it is that to save a little time on the animation, and I don't begrudge them this, they did use some panning and shit with the backgrounds. So
Yeah.
like there's a lot of rotating moves in this, and the backgrounds don't always rotate like that. They kind of like slide, and if you focus on them, it'll actually make you a little nauseous. But that's not what you're supposed to be looking at anyway.
I didn't
Um,
notice this at all, honestly.
Overall, great fight sequence, love it. But the problem is that everybody in town has started to notice, including the girl from before, and surprise from surprise, she gets taken hostage by, and this is such a weird thought for me. This man has somehow acquired or made a fixed blade Buck 110.
You have got to
so,
be more normal about weapons.
No. Anyway,
Yeah.
but he's holding her hostage, and he's just like, "Yeah, you Furin guys can't even do anything. Can't do anything if we hold the locals hostage. Oh God, you're killing me. You're killing me."
I'm killing you. I'm killing you. He kicks the knife away, I guess.
Yeah, because he just punches 3 guys and slaps the guy's knife away.
Yeah, these guys are so ineffective. It's wild.
They are brawler. They are beat 'em up enemies.
They are.
They exist to be hit 3 times and then put into a grapple and thrown across the screen.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so now he has an additional objective of protect this girl, and he's just like, why am I protecting this girl? And it's just like, well, maybe it's because you're not actually a piece of shit. You've just sort of
Yeah.
conditioned yourself into believing you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Listen, you're a sad puppy dog. We get it.
and he's having an emotional breakdown about it because he's getting backed into a corner, and one of the guys from before snatched up the knife and like sliced his leg.
Yeah.
Didn't get his Achilles tendon, but yeah, he's got
He
a
gets him
nasty-
across the ankle. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, ouchie."
He cut my pants.
Oh, buddy.
No, I'm bleeding.
And yeah, they're closing in on him, and one of the guys has a bat, and he's about to bring it down on him. And he's just like, this always turns out bad when you help other people. And whenever he opens his eyes, the bat has stopped because there is a large boy in front of him who is just fully taking it on the back because he's the strongest of them all with the most unbreakable back.
Yeah, it's this character. Giant
It's
Giant.
it's tall kid. I think his
Tall
name is
kid.
Hiragi. Hiragi, maybe, but Toma.
Yeah.
And he's just like, good thing you were here. To which Haruka says, what? Because
Nani?
Toma brought 3 other delinquent friends who were just like, ah, shit, I thought there'd be more of them. We're gonna have this mopped up in seconds.
We only needed to bring 2 of us to this. Huh.
Toma punctuates this by bending an aluminum baseball bat in half, which
Very
is
scary.
actually is frightening because I don't know anybody
I
who
don't
can
think
actually
that
do
that
that.
is physically possible, actually.
Hmm. There's maybe a couple of pro wrestlers who could do it, but they're all freaks. um, I'm just saying I can't do it, so it's not
Yeah.
possible. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so they just start in on them. It's just like they each get 3 or 4 to themselves, and they're just having a great time. While Haruka just like looks on, like, what is this? And he looks up at the windows, and the people who had been cowering before while these assholes were breaking windows are at their windows cheering. They're just like,
With a
yeah, get their
chair!
ass. We were waiting for them.
Like,
Throw them a steel
literally.
chair.
Yeah, literally.
Which, like, I want to call back to a scene where, like, the gang shows or the yakuza, whatever they are,
They're just
the,
assholes.
They're just
whenever the folks show up, like, it cuts to the people inside and they're like seen calling people, and at first I thought they were calling the cops, but they were
Mhm.
calling these guys probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
that tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
police will never help you. Trust only your fists.
Trust only the local nice boy gangsters.
Um, so yeah, they're whooping him, and Haruka doesn't understand what he's feeling now because he's just like, these guys beat the shit out of people, and people love them for it. That's not fair. That's not how it's been my entire life.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude has
I
a
don't
complex.
understand.
and I understand where he's coming from. If you
Plus,
had the
he's got a
reputation,
heel.
I had a little bit of a reputation for being a bit of a heel in high school and shit. Not a big one, but I actually kind of feel that.
Right.
Um, and yeah, he's just like, that's weird. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to like punch somebody about it, and the big guy from before is just like, hey, quit! If you're wounded, stay back. Quit moving around so much. You're making it
harder to
hard
protect
for
you.
us to protect you. Which makes it even worse. And he gets the explanation from Konoha about like what's going on here, which is 2 years ago, the town was just overrun by like gangsters and street punks who would just fight all of the time, and
Yeah.
public safety was shit. It was
Bad part of town. You can't
it was a
live
garbage
here.
place to live. Until some of the students from Furin High School, the delinquents, uh, put a notice out at the
The
entrance to the
sign is
neighborhood.
the best, actually.
Yeah, the sign is great because the sign is just like, we have decided that if you come into town and cause trouble, we are going to purge you. I forget what the exact rules they put down were,
Yeah.
but and they signed it as Furin High, but it got the locals gave them another name. They called them Bofurin,
Mm-hmm.
which is literally windbreaker.
It's
hence
the name
the
of the
somewhat
show.
unfortunate English title.
Let's listen.
um, Haruka, for his part, thinks that this is a bunch of ridiculous horseshit, and he has to kick somebody about it.
So he's gonna kick the same guy. Yeah. This is our
And he makes it seem like he's gonna attack them about it, but whenever he comes down on the face of the first guy who started the problems, which
Mhm.
at this point he has executed a like 8-foot vertical leap
He is
into a flying kick. This man is dead.
much more than 8 feet. He was soaring above their heads.
He has
Like
turned this punk's brains into soup.
this man at the very least has several concussions. He's not gonna make it through the night.
And yeah, after that, well, actually, a little bit before that, because what really set him off was the admiration of the old folks. Because the fight
Mhm.
was pretty much done, and he was just like, wow, they're praising them about it. And then they came to praise him about it, because from their point of view, he was fighting them off alone. And they thought
Mhm.
that was laudable. And
Yeah.
some old woman is just like, "Oh, you're hurt. Let me fix it." And he freaks out about it.
Yeah.
And Kodaha gives him the speech is just like, "Hey, I understand how you may have been treated before, but it's not going to be like that here if you'll let it.
Yeah.
If you'll just let somebody get close to you." Uh, and he has to smash somebody's face about it, which is
Yeah.
understandable.
Sure.
The vulnerability of being known. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The
Show.
intro and outro of this are pretty good. They're short, to the point.
They're fine. I don't really
Uh,
remember how they sounded.
yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
So other than all that, how do we feel about it, guys? What are your thoughts?
Man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. This isn't for me. I get nothing from this. It
oh
like
you don't want to see a bunch of dudes get their asses beat?
no. I mean, no, I don't care. Well, for the first thing that got me was like, oh, it's another high schooler show. She's like, that can be fine, but I don't know. I don't know. The setting is not. I can't. There's nothing about this that I can like relate or put myself into. I can't see myself ever like coming across a setting like this. I don't know. It's just I can't put myself into this world, and it's just I don't know. It's not for me.
I don't know. I
I
I
like
found
it.
it just remarkably easy to slip into the mindset of guy who wants to punch.
Yeah, I can't say I relate to that.
See,
I don't know.
see, I'm a guy who wants to punch, but
And the characters kind of melted off my brain like water.
really the only like identifiable characters here are Kodaha and Haruka. Everybody else is either too early to know anything about them or exists to be uh, fist mulch.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get that, but I don't know. I get nothing from this. So, not it's spoiler alert, I'm not going to be watching more of this. It's not for me.
Hmm. What do you think, Louis?
I like it. I'll be watching more.
Any other thoughts?
Um,
You have a fave? You have a fave character that's gonna die?
I mean,
I don't think they'd kill anyone in this show, honestly. Actually,
I think they would.
They could.
Wait till next episode when the guns come out.
they could. I guess they could kill someone.
Do I have any other thoughts? The student delinquent Sunday thing, I don't know. It's funny. Like I relate to having a hard time in social environments and like with social cues and things like that. Like oh my god, is he autistic coded?
Maybe.
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 He just wants to punch.
He just wants to
Uh
punch.
but I also I don't know. I kind of like I didn't get into fights a lot when I was younger, but I do relate to a point. So I found it easier to like get into the world setting they were in. Um
Well,
honestly it sorry, what?
Well, it's already bait for me because, like I said, it takes place in the Yakuza hyper reality where people fist fight over nothing.
Yeah. Which again, I can't. I don't know. I can't see.
It doesn't have to be for you, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, because it's for me. I'm
It's
going to watch more of it. We have
like
this
you're
whole
having
episode has
fun.
been themed around dudes who love to punch.
Yeah.
It should be no surprise that I'm into this.
Mhm.
Um, so listeners, if you love to punch, you can tell me about that at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is the word, not the number. Send us a tweet to get into a fist fight with us directly. We are on Twitter and Blue Sky at One Episode Cast.
It is the most pure way to know another human being. I do so wish to know you, viewer.
Oh,
Oh.
careful there. Easy there.
All
Easy
of
there,
you.
killer. Uh-oh.
All of you, hit me at once!